What's up, Internet? Jake here, dumb as ever, and I have some exciting news. In a recent Transformers That Are Not Transformers video, I talked about a Korean toy line called Metal Cardbot, and I was super excited about it. In this video, I gushed about it for like 13 minutes straight. And if you've never heard of it or haven't seen that video, that's totally alright. Most people haven't, but I promise you, if you're a Transformers fan, you're about to hear about this thing for the next couple years at least. So Metal Cardbot, like I said, is a Korean show and toy line. Metal Cardbot is created by an animation studio called Sam G Entertainment. Now, Sam G's also done a show called Mini Force, and Mini Force also had a toy line. It's more of like a Power Rangers That Are Not Power Rangers type of thing. And Sam G worked with another company to make that Mini Force toy line happen. I can't remember what toy company, my bad. But for Metal Cardbot, they've done everything themselves to my knowledge. Like Sam G Entertainment manufactures and designs these robot toys. There is a cartoon that is dubbed in English. It's a really bad English dub. I found it charming. You can see some clips of it in the YouTube video. But yeah, the dub as of now needs to be different. So yeah, it's a toy line that Sam G puts out. It is a really cool toy line, and we're gonna look at some of these toys in a second. In that video, I was pretty much like, yo, someone should bring this to America, because I think it'll actually work. Because the thing about Metal Cardbot is it really takes me back to like the Cybertron era of Transformers, where they're kind of big, chunky, they're not super posable, but they're posable enough, and they've got gimmicks. Metal Cardbot in particular, their whole gimmick is these little cards, and then they come with a little accessory that you transform off the card into like a weapon usually. And that's kind of their gimmick. It's not like crazy gimmick, it doesn't get in the way or anything, it's a more auxiliary type thing. It's almost like Target Masters. Now, I first saw all this news from Peggy on Twitter at MoonMissBlue. She's also a part of the Daft Brothers sort of collective they got going on over there. And she was covering Toy Fair, and she just happened to run into the Metal Cardbot section, which I had no idea Metal Cardbot was coming to America anytime soon. Okay, so this is Peggy's original thread, and this is a little standee of Blue Cop. He's the main Metal Cardbot. And Metal Cardbot, if you don't know, the story of it kind of is that these Metal Cardbots are coming from a planet that was destroyed called Machina. And the Metal Cardbots are essentially trying to find a safe haven, you know, a refuge, essentially a new home for them to live in, because, you know, their planet's completely destroyed. Why it's destroyed, I'm not really sure, but there's not really like the whole Autobots and Decepticons angle to the show. It's mostly just Metal Cardbots trying to fit into human society, and the main character is this kid that gets this this bracelet called the Metal Breath, or Metal Brace. And he can use the metal brace to, like, kind of control them. It's kind of like Transformers mixed with Digimon, mixed with Pokemon a little bit of Power Rangers in there, because there will be a roleplay item of the metal brace and the metal cards that you get with the Cardbots. You can insert them and it'll make noise. So very Power Rangers-esque, you know, play pattern there. So moving back to Peggy's Twitter threads, this is the first thing I saw. So excited to see this. Robot sealed in the card is the tagline they have here. I don't know if that's new or if that's always been there. But we got Blue Cop, and then we have, that's the main character I was talking about, with a little metal card, little metal brace, and then that's Shadow X and Mega Trucker. So what I have heard is that all of their names are up to change. Like, the display pieces do have their original names, but apparently they've said that, you know, some of the names are going to change. Like Blue Cop, the name they have in display in some of the places is Blue Cobalt. I think Blue Cobalt is a definitively worse name than Blue Cop. So I'm hoping they don't choose that. They've said that none of these names are final, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. None of the names are final for the American release. Blue Cop, Blue Cobalt, he might be called something different, who knows. There's a metal brace toy. This is the Korean packaging, but we can kind of see what we're going to get from the line. So we have, you know, Phoenix Fire here. He's a fire truck. We have Dexter, construction equipment. Mega Ambler, who is an ambulance, and he's probably my favorite design. I cannot wait to get this figure. By the way, I am super excited about this. There's some more interesting stuff that I got to talk about here. Some juicy information, perhaps you might say. But I just want to overall say that this is very exciting. That we're gonna get it maybe this year, maybe next year. I don't know. This guy reminds me a lot of Cybertron Dirt Boss, who also turned into a monster truck. The biggest thing about these is that all the vehicle modes have little eyes on them. So obviously you can see the little eyes on all their vehicle modes, which I'm glad they're not taking away. I mean, I didn't think they would take them away if they brought them to America, but I'm glad they aren't, regardless. But I really love the design with the eyes on it. I think it's just a really cool way to, you know, give the vehicle modes character. But yeah, just looking at a couple other ones, these ones are really exciting as well. So this is the normal blue cop. The blue cop we saw on the other picture, he's more like an ultimate version of blue cop. He's like a special edition, essentially. This is just your standard blue cop. And then we have Black Hook here, who is an awesome character. He turns into a boat, and he's sort of like pirate themed. We have this guy who I never saw in the show. I didn't finish the show, by the way. I haven't seen him in the show, so I don't know what his name is. And then we have Heavy Iron, who is kind of a villain force in the show. There's not a distinct Autobot versus Decepticon angle to it, but Heavy Iron is like a bad guy. He's like an outlaw, essentially. You know, back on Machina, when it wasn't destroyed, he was an outlaw. So that's Heavy Iron, who I think most Transformers fans are gonna be really attracted to him. He turns into a big, you know, flat-nosed truck. He's more like Ultra Magnus than Optimus Prime in terms of how he works. Like, the truck and the trailer have to combine to make the full robot. I think he's gonna be the like big item that attracts Transformers fans to this line. But Black Hook is an awesome one. I can't wait for him to come out. I'm so excited, guys. I'm a little bit too excited, some might say. So we got more pictures from Peggy here. We got this orange guy. There's Black Hook. Here's Black Hook in his boat mode, and then this one's Mega Trucker. Oh, it's Mega Trucker. I didn't recognize him from that angle. Oh, and here's Heavy Iron right here, in that flat-nosed truck mode I was telling you about. We have a clear picture of the packaging that they're going for here. So you can see Sam G Entertainment is on here. And then we have the robot. This is honestly actually pretty similar to the Transformers packaging we're getting now. The robot and the car especially are like bar for bar exactly what Transformers are doing. I don't think it's on purpose. I'm pretty sure this is kind of what the boxes look like in Korea as well. But it's pretty funny. The main character's right here, and then they do have numbering. So this is 01, Metal Cardbot 01 of the line, Blue Cop, or Blue Cobalt as they're calling him. Machina Patrol Car is what his box says. And then here's Black Hook, who is Black Team Pirate Ship, and he's Metal Cardbot 04. Oh, also here, Star Guardians, that's what that says. Sorry, there's a little bit of a glare, but it says Star Guardians Planet Machina, and then we also have Galactic Pirates Planet Machina. So I don't know if they're like grouping them into factions or what. I'm interested to see. I'm curious on what they're gonna do with. I'm assuming they are going to do a new dub of the cartoon, because the cartoon's dub right now is really bad. It's not going to go well in American markets with the current English dub they have. So I assume they're going to redub, and they might change some stuff. This stuff, Galactic Pirates, this is not a part of the show to my knowledge. Star Guardians, they never say that in the show, from what I watched anyway, and I watched about 10 episodes of a 20-something episode season, and they never mentioned that, so I am interested to see if that's going to be something new they're doing. Season 1 of Cardbot coming soon to streaming. So, yeah, they're saying coming soon. You can technically watch Metal Cardbot right now on YouTube if you want to. It seems like they're going to push it onto some other streaming services. Oh, here's the back of the box. Transform... I feel like Blue Cobalt might be his name. I kind of don't... Because Cobalt is blue, right? Like, it's kind of redundant, the name, but Blue Cobalt... Transform the blue cobalt metal card to form the Justice Gauntlet, which that is exactly what it does. It's showing off the gimmick, which is really cool. transform from robot to vehicle. They're trying to do arrows here. I don't know if it's working out. Every living being can trust in a Star Guardian's protection. That is interesting. That looks like a direct quote from Blue Cobalt. So I am very curious what, because they never say anything like that in the show that I watched. So I'm very interested if they're gonna change the origins of the Metal Cardbots. Like maybe instead of their planet exploding, they're actually like hunting down other Blue Cobalts hunting down other Metal Cardbots that are running from Machina or something. I don't know. Pretty interesting though. So here's the metal. I keep calling him Metal Card. Yeah, this is Metal Cardbot. This guy right here is Metal Cardbot. This is Blue Cop. He has his original. This is obviously the original Korean toy. He has his original metal card right here. We have Shadow X, who is a very edgy ninja character, but he's very cool. He has his big ninja star thing. We have Buster Gallon. His metal card turns into like these Gatling guns. Fleta Z, Mega Ambler, Dexter. It's a funny name for a robot. We also have pictures of Phoenix Fire, Wild Guardy, who has a really cool look. I really like how he looks. We have Buffalo Crush, and then the ultimate Blue Cobalt, which will probably be like the big, next to Heavy Iron, probably the big one. And then we have Heavy Iron, who looks awesome. Cannot wait for him. Mega Trucker and Black Hook, of course. So yeah, just better pictures of all the Metal Cardbots. Here's some information from the pamphlet that Peggy got. Metal Cardbots toy line. Target age is 7 to 13 and adult collectors. Interesting. Includes multiple assortments of transforming action figures that change from robot mode to vehicles. Each figure is fully articulated for extensive play or posing. Additionally, the robot figures include a metal card that transforms into armor for the figure to wear or an accessory to hold, behaving as a physical copy of power-up cards in popular trading card games. Opportunities for special edition character packs, accessory pack-ins, and redecos as retailer-specific exclusives can be discussed as future ventures. So we could potentially see repaints for like Walmart, like a Walmart exclusive Mega Ambler repaint or something like that. Okay, here's the classes. Oh, and we're getting prices. This is awesome. I actually have not read this stuff. Stealth class. Your introduction to the Metal Cardbots. Protect Earth with Blue Cobalt and form the new Star Guardians. Partner with the evasive ninja Shadow X and learn what Buster Gallon, engineer for a band of intergalactic pirates, has been building. Okay, so Blue Cobalt is form the new Star Guardians. Okay, again, don't know what the Star Guardians are. Buster Gallon, he's an engineer for the pirates, so he must be on Black Hook's team, it seems like. Maybe he is in the show. I never saw him in the show. Okay, next up, the Power Class. Experience the strength of the Metal Cardbot. Mega Trucker is one of Blue Cobalt's first recruits into the Star Guardians and uses his mighty physique as the team's kind-hearted muscle. He'll need to prove himself as strong as possible to face the captain of the intergalactic pirates, Steelhook. Okay, they're changing his name from Black Hook to Steelhook, it seems like, which is acceptable to me. That's fine. The Stealth class is $23.99, 24 bucks, not bad, about the price of a deluxe Transformer. Power class is about the price of a Voyager class Transformer. And then we have Road Warrior class. The fight is about to get tough when the real heavy hitter arrives. Heavy Iron transforms from colossal robot to big rig truck and proves he is the king of the road. It will take all of Blue Cobalt's Star Guardians to defeat him. And that's $50, so essentially a leader class. That's really clean. I don't know how I feel about the names of the classes. Stealth class? What's stealth about Blue Cobalt? And Road Warrior class, what does that mean? I just feel like this is a brand new thing. We have a chance to like make stuff really streamlined and understandable. Transformers class sizes are interesting because they're called Deluxe, Voyager, Leader. A non-Transformers fan would never know what Voyager class means in relation to size. And I would never know what Power class means in relation to the size of the Metal Cardbots. In fact, I don't think the Metal Cardbots in Korea even necessarily have size classes. This seems like something new they're introducing to the line. So yeah, this is interesting. $50 for heavy iron? Pretty good, man. Pretty good. I think it'll run you like $80 online right now, and that's before shipping. Oh, we have some different names here in this pamphlet. Wild Guardian is this guy's name instead of Wild Guardie. We have Buffalo Crush. Mega Ambler seems to be keeping it, and these might change as well. But it seems like Blue Cobalt, Steelhook, Wild Guardian are the big name changes, which makes sense for pretty much all of them. Because this guy's name in the show is Wild Guardie, which is just weird kind of name for English. But I'm glad they didn't like try to change the names a lot, you know? Like this guy is named Dexter. They could have changed his name to something cooler, but they kept him as Dexter, and I appreciate that. If that is his name, you know, I hope they keep the kind of silly ones. Like Mega Ambler arguably does not make sense in English either, but I think it's just like a good sounding name. So yeah, this is Metal Cardbot coming to America. Now here's some more exciting stuff to talk about. The people that are distributing Metal Cardbot appear to be Agabus, which is, here's their website, Agabus. And when I first saw their logo on one of the boxes, I was like, I swear I know that logo. And I know that logo because you can buy stuff for BotCon from them. Which, if you don't know, BotCon is like one of the longest running Transformers convention. At one point in time, it was like actually sponsored by Hasbro. Like, it was an official Hasbro event. It isn't anymore since like 2016. They took it away. Instead of letting other people run a convention about their property, they just run their own convention now. BotCon used to be, you know, the be-all, end-all. It's sort of TFCon now, but BotCon is still around. It came back in 2021 or something like that. Agabus, I don't know if Agabus owns BotCon now or they're just heavily partnered with them, but I believe the BotCon people and the Agabus people were also, like, they were all at the Metal Cardbot thing. And oh, I totally forgot to mention, Peggy apparently mentioned me to to the BotCon / Agabus people, which I really appreciate. I sincerely doubt they'll like come and look at my channel or anything. They'll probably forget what name you said, but I really appreciate that, Peggy. Thank you for doing that. But yeah, this is very interesting. Because if the people behind BotCon are doing Metal Cardbot, that means that Transformers fans are behind Metal Cardbot. You know, a lot of people are down on Hasbro and the brand and stuff like that. So it's pretty interesting that these guys are kind of like, you know, Thanosing it, like, I'll do it myself, and they're like, okay, we'll just bring over this badass line from Korea and see how it does in the market, because Transformers doesn't really have competition. You know, there's random stuff that pops up. My whole channel is kind of based around the random non-Transformer transforming stuff, but there's never been a real competitor, at least not for a long time. Now, do I think that Metal Cardbot is actually going to kill Transformers? No. There is no way in hell that Metal Cardbot ever beats Transformers. And I'm sorry. You know, I'm excited for it. I will be purchasing these toys. Make no mistake. They're not going to beat Transformers. They probably won't even beat them in sales. You know, if they did, I'd be ecstatic for the people behind it. But Transformers has 40 years of history behind it. 40 years of fans. 40 years of new generations of fans being created. So do I think Metal Cardbot is going to like annihilate the competition off rip? It's like the best thing ever and it's really going to sway the Transformers fans? I don't think so, but I think it will sway enough of us, especially people my age who grew up with the more Cybertron-esque toy lines, the more toyetic toy lines, because these guys are very toyetic. They feel like toys, you know? We get figures now from Hasbro, and they're more like collector's pieces. You know, they look a lot like the characters as much as they can be on the budgets. And, you know, that's awesome as well. I'm happy with both worlds, man. And, you know, Hasbro's doing their Cyber World thing, which is kind of doing what I want. but it's more kid focused. And Metal Cardbot is definitely kid focused, especially when you watch a show. But the actual toys, you know, anyone could enjoy those toys. They have articulation, they have accessories, they have, you know, more than one play pattern within them. So I'm very excited. I wanted to do this video on the main channel because I talked about Metal Cardbot on the main channel, and this is huge news for me. Like, Agabus bringing this line to America is crazy. And yeah, I'm really interested to see what everyone thinks in the comments about this, if they're excited as well, if they have any hesitations with Metal Cardbot. And, you know, there is stuff to be hesitant about, but Metal Cardbot, the first series, is a really cool set of toys. And then Metal Cardbot S, the sequel series that is already going on in Korea, is next level. like those toys are really, really good. These toys are great. Those toys are really, really great. I just saw on my, let me go find it. It's too cool not to show you guys. I just saw today. Check out this badass train dude. So here he is. He's big as hell. Awesome design. And he's got a little guy. He turns into a little guy as well. And then he just turns into a whole train. Like, sorry, let me move my big old head. Look at that. It's a long train, too. It's out of focus. It's a nice picture, but it's out of focus. But you can tell it's a fairly long train toy. And that's badass, you know? That's cool. When have we gotten a train transformer in the last, 5 years or whatever? I don't know. We got those masterpiece ones, I guess, but those are not mainline, So that is all very exciting. I cannot wait. I'm so excited. I will be covering more in the future. It may be getting its own dedicated video or like an updated version in next Transformers that are not Transformers video. But I just really wanted to talk about all this because this for me is huge. And it should, as a Transformers fan, it should at least pique your interest. Because these are cool toys. And, a lot of Transformers fans are fiction only. But me, I've always been a guy that's like, I want a cool toy to go with my fiction. So yeah. That's about all I have to say, I think. Sorry if I missed anything. If there's any other info you think is really pertinent that I didn't say in the video, please leave a comment, because I'm sure I'd love to read it as well. But yeah, this is Metal Cardbot coming to America sometime soon. Hopefully in 2025. Last thing. I've heard that they're selling through Amazon and specialty retailers first. So probably not going to be in Walmart at the jump, but hopefully if it does well enough on Amazon. All right. I'll see you guys next time. Ciao.